Hey everyone, we are Anguana, and today we want to talk you about a problem that today the 60% of water bodies actually in Italy are polluted, the water environments, and actually it's a problem to get analysis in those places, to put sensor on those places, because you are gonna go to the environment and you are gonna pollute it more until now. We can see that also in Europe the situation is not so good, and but let's talk. Oh, sorry. Let's talk about those analyses. Today the researchers has to go directly on site and take samples, go to the lab, and it takes money. It takes you go to the environment, so you are gonna disturb the ecosystem in which you go, and yeah, and it requires also a lot of money, a lot of time. You don't have direct measures from the environment. With our technology, with the Anguana technology, we are talking about geobacterial energy, and we test here. There's photos that we tested on the field, on the lagoon, on the lab. This was like a few days ago, the energy system pack, and this sensor actually can provide energy directly from the biome, directly from the lagoon, and in a sustainable way for the sediments and for the environment that where you go to act. Talking about geobacteria's energy, because we say, okay, geobacteria, what are geobacteria? Geobacteria are bacteria that provides energy from the sediment oxidation, so there's this process, and they support the metabolism of the water environment. They have excellent power stability, and they can go 24 hour on 24 hour, also if there's no sun, if the weather is bad, so in every condition, in places remote out of the electrical science. How it works, the system. So, as I told, you take energy directly from the lagoon. You have sensor that monitors the parameters in the. Here we are talking about lagoon, but also in the forest, also in the coastal environment, also in the wetlands. You take energy from the lagoon and we send it with an IoT system through a dashboard. So. We can measure all these parameters directly in place. Here there's a tab with a plan, because we are gonna involve the Anguana energy source and the Arduino steps in those months that are coming. For in few months, 5 months, go directly with the test on the field and have ready everything. The business model in the first part, it's very important to license this technology and this system that are related. So we are gonna consider all the application, we are gonna consider different environments, and to license this technology. In the team, we have Giovanni, Max, come, don't worry, Elena, me and Oz, that actually it's online, I think, and several partners, local partners, so we act directly local for involve the technology and then expand it out. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any kind of questions, please. I put it here so we can answer.
Questions or comments? Anyone?
Hi.
Hi.
So first of all, thank you for your time and for the presentation. You were talking about a first business model regarding licenses and licensing the just wondering which type of first clients do you envision and which is the value add for them? Like what's the catch for a possible client in this first phase so that you can actually sell the technology and get some feedback from them?
Yeah, so the first part, of course, you were talking about client and the development of the technology, right? Huh? Which are the first client? The first client now are the labs that act on the lagoon, on the test analysis. So we don't wanna to we don't wanna to pull out the lab tests, but we wanna supply those lab tests. We wanna to integrate a system for having much more analysis in an easier way. So we are gonna work, of course, with labs and with institutions that are
Okay,
in
thank
the
you.
territory. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Congratulations for your project. How much is the potential of the electricity or what we are making with that?
Yeah.
Comparing
Yes.
with the
Yes.
area that you are going to use it.
To take the energy
Yeah,
from
yeah.
that. Yesterday, that cell, actually, we were testing, we leave it there, and it did almost a volt, so related to a volt, a cell, a single cell, that it's gonna implement in the IoT system for the analysis and the project related in that. But there are evolution, of course, because if you leave there the biome that acts on the cell, we saw that increase the energy. So it's this is the step of the technology where we are now, actually. Then we hope increase.
So if you put 12 of those, you get 12 volts? Is
Yeah,
that how it
of
works?
course.
Okay, cool.
If we're gonna pay, we put a lot.
Okay, anybody else? All right, thank you, Anguana.
Thank you so much.